Good morning. I am Nury Turkel, Chair of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, or USCIRF. I want to thank the Asia Freedom Institute for inviting me to speak, and I regret that I could not join you in person for today's important event. We are gathering to honor the 11th Panchen Lama, recognized by the Dalai Lama, who turns 34 years old today. The Chinese Communist Party forcibly disappeared him in 1995 when he was only 6 years old, making him one of the world's longest held prisoners of conscience. We at USCIRF remain deeply concerned about his well-being and will continue to advocate for his freedom. USCIRF is also broadly concerned about the worsening religious freedom conditions in Tibet and throughout China. The CCP has stepped up the repression of Tibetan Buddhists, Uyghurs, other Turkic Muslims, Christians, and others, all in the name of sinicization of religion. Religion constitutes an integral part of the Tibetan and Uyghur ethno-religious identities. For this reason, the CCP spares no effort to eradicate the religious influence of Tibetan Buddhism and Islam in the lives of Tibetans and Uyghurs. In Tibet, the CCP bans religious gatherings, destroys important sacred sites and symbols, and put Tibetan monks and nuns in so-called re-education centers for political indoctrination, with the intent to destroy their religious and ethnic identity. It detains Tibetan Buddhists who revere the Dalai Lama and listen to his teachings. And ironically, the ACCCP regime even wants to control who gets reincarnated and succeeds the current Dalai Lama. The CCP's persecution has led some Tibetans to self-immolate and protest the increasingly repressive policies implemented in Tibet, claiming at least 3 lives in 2022 alone. As a member of the UN Security Council and Human Rights Council, China has repeatedly failed to uphold its international obligations. Even worse, it uses its influence in the UN to subvert the international human rights law system and attempt to alter the definition of human rights. It also engages in transnational repression, targeting Tibetan and Uyghur activists living in the diaspora. We must continue to consistently and clearly call out the CCP's religious freedom violations and other human rights abuses. And the United States government and its like-minded international partners must confront and hold the Chinese government accountable. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you today.